Hello everyone. So we're going to be inspired by these mind-blowing images taken from the first space telescope called Hubble, and that was sent up to space in 1990, and I think it's just stopped working now. So there is a new super fancy one up in space now called the James Webb Telescope, which cost $10 billion. You can see from this graphic here, the yellow shape on the left is the mirror on the telescope, and that is a whopping 6.5 metres wide. And basically, the bigger the mirror, the further the telescope can see into deep space. And because we measure by how long light takes to travel to us, if we can see, for example, 400 million light years away, it means we're seeing 400 million years back in time. So scientists want to see if we can eventually see back to as far as the Big Bang, the beginning of the universe, which I think is around 14 billion years ago. So it's mind-boggling and mind-blowing. And these images are absolutely amazing. They're showing us galaxies and stars that we never knew existed until we worked out how to build these telescopes. It's completely astounding. So let's get to the practical stuff now. You're going to create your own universes. So your first task is to wet your paper with a brush. You and your partner are probably going to have to share brushes, I'm afraid. And also you're going to be swapping around ink colours and circles throughout this task. We're going to be using Brusho to sprinkle very lightly on our wet patches on our paper. And you'll see that it has this amazing effect. You only need a tiny bit. And you only need a tiny bit of water on your page as well, but you do need to smear your water around with the brush. So you will be controlling where your Brusho goes by where your water goes. So here I am sprinkling a bit more Brusho, but you can also use your brush to spread out the Brusho ink around your page to give it different colours. The next step is to see if you can put another colour, a contrasting colour of Brusho, onto the wet areas of your inked page. So we've got some blue here, which is nicely spreading out. It sort of changes over time, which is why you don't need too much. If you've got any puddles or patches, you can get your straw. You should have one each. And you can blow it. The best way to do this is by getting your end of your straw quite close to where the wetness is, and blowing quite hard and fast to get it to disperse in lots of little channels like that. And the next thing I want you to try is to swap around different circle templates, and you're going to be playing with the idea of negative space. So here I'm going to use the ink. By the way, always keep the lid nearby and do not lose the lids. And if the spray hasn't been used before, you might need to give it a few pumps to get it working. And you only need a few sprays. Keep it close to the paper. Make sure you're working on your newsprint and not spraying it anywhere you shouldn't be. And then lift up your template. And of course, you have the negative space area underneath. And you can play around by placing these in different areas. Be careful of any wet ink on the back of it. And creating new marks, swap around different colours. I would always start with a light colour first and then work towards the darker colours. And so you can work with the brush and the Brusho ink and the spray ink and different size templates to come up with your own composition. So now we have some extension ideas, and this is the first idea. Basically, we just find some of your white paper and we draw onto it with a white oil crayon or a wax crayon. And as we all know, wax or oil resists water. So we're going to put some water on it and then sprinkle some more Brusho on, and you will see, like magic, the white areas that you just drew will sort of appear. And it also works with the spray inks too. So see what you can do with that. And of course, this is the second idea. This is cutting out my own stencil where I can basically spray around that. I've got the negative and the positive. So I'm going to use the positive here. And it's basically just a shape that I cut easily with scissors without thinking too much about it. And it's inspired by this Hubble Space Telescope image called the Pillars of Creation. And when I've done that, I can work back into those white negative spaces by flicking some more water, sprinkling some more Brusho, dripping any puddles and spraying them with a straw, blowing them with a straw. So I do hope you get on well with that and can't wait to see yours.